Hi there, everyone. Blessings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. I am Drasmin. This is Dragom Oracle. Welcome to Circle. Welcoming you into the circle that I have been in, channeling written messages, light language codes. Today, I am bringing you a very special reading for this Pluto in Aquarius shift. Now, this is a transit. This Pluto in Aquarius shift has not happened in several hundreds of years. And the last time that Pluto was in Aquarius was when we saw the French Revolution. So that was a period of time where there was a shift in power and social structures. And so we can expect to see similar themes through this Pluto in Aquarius transit that's going to be here for a good hot minute. And this is a time where you are going to become more aware of your personal power and how your choices, how your use of personal power does affect and effect the greater whole, does affect and effect the society that you live in. It's going to illuminate how you as an individual can make great and immense change in your family, in your home, in your community, in your country, in this world, by the way you choose to use your personal power. So it's about how our power is distributed, exercised, exchanged, valued, abused, neglected, so on and so forth. Ultimately, this awareness that's happening is so that we can continue expanding our potential in the human experience. Now, today, as Pluto shifts to Aquarius, we are also starting Aquarius season. So, Aquarian energy is about forward thinking and being innovative. And because of this Plutonic energy in Aquarius, these innate qualities and beautiful gifts of the Aquarian energy are even more heightened in everyone. This is a time for humanitarianism, peace, warmth, love, figuring out what creates more harmony in your day-to-day life. How can you bring more equivalence within your relationships, especially in your positions of authority, shall we say, like your work, or if you have like a figurehead, if you're one of the main providers for your household, or you have a lot of big responsibilities that affect a lot of other people. So this is a good time to really work on and tap into your sense of leadership. Okay, this is a time, this Aquarius season is a time, and this Pluto in Aquarius energy really is a time to explore new ways of self-expression and embracing the eccentricities, embracing the oddities, embracing the weird, embracing the strange, embracing the unknown without judgment, without fear, without belittling it, shall we say. So this is a really, really big energy, and I am very excited that the shift is finally here, because we are now going into this time of great social reform, especially around our technology and social media, because Aquarian rules the tech aspect of the mind, because it's an air sign in relation to the whole, and the way we connect with the world right now is through tech, is through social media. I mean, yes, we use our words and touch and all those yummy one-on-one things when we're in one-on-one person, but how we create, connect on a global level is very tech-based. And so this Pluto and Aquarius shift is going to show us our shadows as well as our gifts of how we connect with the world. Are we really living in our truth? Are we really tapped into our gifts? Have we worked through our traumas and our fears and our shadows so that we can be tapped into our gift at this time? So for this Pluto and Aquarius energy, I have been wanting to do something for many, many years, and I have had to first create a good foundation within myself to be a channel for the muse, and then I had to work through being confident with my gifts to share it with you. And my gift is channeling light language, and I have been writing light language for the last 10 years or so. I remember when I first started channeling light language around the age of 24, shortly after my father died. I honestly thought I was crazy. Like, what is this gibberish coming through? And I got so scared that I even checked myself into a psych ward for a few days because I was terrified that I was going schizophrenic and I was having a mental breakdown. But then I had a vision, and the Archangel Metatron came to me and he showed me. He came as a very he came as a young robed child. That was the way he appeared to me first, just like this really sweet little boy. And he came and he took me on this beautiful experience in this dream that I had. And we went to this river and he opened this beautiful book and he showed me this beautiful book that had all of these strange symbols that I had been writing. And he had me put my hand on the symbols. And when I put my hand on the symbols, I could see the images of what these symbols were connecting to. I could see that this was another way of writing. It was the energetic it was the energetic script. It was the it was how energy would be written if energy had hands and fingers and could write for itself. And then this little boy put his hand on top of my hand, and then I felt his warmth enter my body, and I just felt this peace and this trust. And that was on the third day that I was in the psych ward, was when I had this dream. And so the next day I got up, and I woke up actually when I felt that warmth in my hand, and I woke up and it was 7:37 in the rise. And I didn't understand why that number was significant until years later when I started doing my birth chart. And I found out that I was born at 7:37 a.m. And so I got up at 7:37 a.m. and I waited until the nurses showed up at 8 o'clock, and I checked myself out. And then I decided to completely devote myself to becoming a scribe for this beautiful energy. And then years later, I would find out that that little boy was in fact Archangel Metatron, but he appeared to me in the form of a young boy so that I wouldn't be scared of this dream and this very large angel showing up in all his glory. And so my light language is something that I have dumped into journals over the years, and I have just allowed myself to just, transcribe it through. At first, I didn't know what I was writing or what it was for. And then as I just allowed myself to trust and remember that feeling of warmth and safety on my hand, I started to write more and more and more. And then it started showing up in my art, and then it started mixing with my art. So I have a lot of beautiful artwork that is available for viewing on my art website. And there's poetry, like in English words and light language and number codes, because I've always been able to see the world in numbers and shapes. And now I also see the world in energy script, and then color and sound, of course. And so as I've been on this journey of learning how to be a scribe and be a channel for the Archangel Metatron, and be a muse, a channel for the muse, a scribe for Archangel Metatron, and a channel for the muse, I've created all of this beautiful art. And I ran a gallery for 2 years while I was living in Eugene. I'm currently in the process of moving from Eugene to a different place where it's a lot warmer, and it's just a time for a new cycle and a new chapter in my life. I've been here in the Pacific Northwest for 10 years. And last year I closed my gallery because of this deep healing that I've been on with my hands, and I couldn't paint and do a lot of like heavy duty work with my hands anymore. And after I closed down my gallery, I felt this inkling to start writing again, because I was just like so focused on just channeling and then just like allowing the creativity to pour through me. I got very like I had so much creativity coming through me that I was starting to experience burnout. And so I when I shut down the gallery, I realized like, oh, I was spreading myself too thin. There was so much creativity that wanted to come through me. But I had been painting and creating art for 10 years, from the age of 24 through 34 of last year. And it was time for that 10-year cycle to close. So you see, I just closed this 10-year cycle of being an artist and a creative, and also 10 years in Oregon. And I've spent the last almost a year now really just resting and resetting myself. Almost a year, because I shut down the gallery in summer and we're in winter now. So I guess just a few months, but it feels like longer because I had felt the pull to close the gallery a few months before I shut it down. And I was holding on because I love creating. I love art. And I was a little scared that if I didn't print pictures and have my acrylic paints and watercolors and colored pencils out, then, I wouldn't be able to create. And so I finally trusted and I closed the gallery after some things, really showed me that that was the direction to go. I shut down the gallery. I took some time to rest, and I've spent the last few months now focused on writing as my creativity. And I am a poet and a spoken word artist, and I also do light language. I also channel and scribe light language. And in my artistic offerings, there is an offering that I have. It's a limited edition uh, light language script. I don't have an example with me right now, but it's a small rectangle about this size and this wide, where I channel a letter from your highest self, from your most joyous expression in light language, so that you can receive this personalized transcription to fully awaken the joy and the love that you are. And that is a limited edition print. And so I've slowly, and that includes like a little bit of drawings and things, but it's mostly like language. And that was a creative offer that came through a few years ago, and I still have a couple of those red scripts. So if you're interested, I'll put the link to my Love Me Light Language script in the description box below. You can get it for yourself, you can get it for a friend, you can get it for a couple, or you and your beloved, you can get it for your child. It's just a little bookmark, extra large bookmark size. So I'll put the link for that if you're interested. But why am I telling you all of this? Okay, thank you for being patient with me while I share this story with you about my journey with my creativity. I share this with you because over the last few months, as I've also been sharing poetry on my blog, I have a blog, a Substack, where I share 3 new poems every week to my subscribers, and I also post different stories, short stories, sensual, spiritual erotica, and empowerment study guides. I've, been feeling called to bring more of my creative gifts out. And a couple weeks ago, I had this really incredible drumming journey. I went and sat in a shamanic drumming journey, and I was shown that it's time for me to start sharing live with you. And channel written messages for the collective, for different transit shifts as they come in. And so today, here we come to the now, on this very special turning point in the story of being as we go with Pluto into Aquarius. This is a once in a lifetime transit that we are experiencing. As we are going into this, I just sat down here and I recorded on my phone, and that's in a separate video. I recorded on my phone me channeling light language for each of the elements. So light language message for earth, light language message for what is this? Air, light language message for water, and light language message for fire. So I wrote down these light language messages, and these are, of course, messages from the higher self, from source itself, coming to you directly, speaking directly to your soul, and I will show you your message here in a moment. And also in the description box below, I'll put a link to the other video where I recorded your specific elemental light language message live, shall we say, live. Even though I wasn't live, I was recording it live. Okay, so I have recorded light language messages, and this is something that I am now initiating into my YouTube channel. Thank you everyone who is here. Thank you to all my subscribers who are returning, those who have been with me from the beginning and continue to be here. Thank you so much for being here. Those of you who are new, welcome. Thank you so much. If this is your first time and my messages and my way of channeling and reading resonates with you, I encourage and invite you to hit that like and subscribe button. It really supports my channel and helps me grow, and also helps me get more messages in tune with your energy, because I'm tapped into specifically the energy of all my subscribers. And the more your energy comes in, the more I'm able to tap into your energy. And thank you everyone for your comments. Thank you everyone for your donations, especially the donations to my GoFundMe. It has really been supportive of my move, of my growth in this channel, and also in my writing and in my other offerings that I have. So thank you so much for your support. So in addition to light language for each of the elemental signs, I have pulled an oracle card from the Dream Weaver's Oracle. Now, I only know what one of them is because it flipped over as I was shuffling the cards. And so each elemental has a light language script. There is also an awaken, lock, or awakened key, shall we say, and a harmonized key. So the way that you receive your light language message is you're going to receive the awaken transcript, and we're going to see what the awaken oracle message is for the collective. And then each elemental sign is going to receive their specific light language script and their specific oracle message. And then we're going to have a harmonize or an integrate key. Okay, so we're going to awaken your DNA, your energy field to receive this specific download. Then you're going to receive your unique download. You know, trust the messages that are meant for you is exactly what is meant for you. Trust your intuition, use your discernment, leave the rest. All is for your highest and best good. You are here because you are ready to receive these messages. We're going to be in this Pluto and Aquarius energy for a good hot minute. So whenever these messages reach you, is exactly what is meant for you. And then once you receive your individual elemental oracle message, then we're going to seal all of that in, harmonize it through all layers, all dimensions, all timelines, all lineages, forward, backward, above, below, within, without, and all around, and lock that into place. And that will be your both light language and human language message for you as an elemental. I will also pull a tarot card for each of the individual signs of the zodiac. Now, because we are in this energy for a good hot minute, these core messages are going to apply. These tarot cards, however, are just going to be for a shorter period of time, shall we say. Like, this is the overall message carrying you through the Pluto in Aquarius shift, but your individual tarot card for your sign is only for one lunar cycle. Okay, so this is going to be for several months, years. Okay. months, okay, just through later in this year, and then there's going to be another transmission that probably comes through, but the tarot card is just going to be for 33 days. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. A few months is the oracle message, and from whenever you receive the reading, 3 to 6 months, and the tarot card is 33 days. All right, so whew, thank you so much again for being here. So now let's get started and tap into your awaken. Okay, so the collective message for awaken, and I don't know how I'm going to do this. If I'm being perfectly honest, I don't know how to show you your light language message, so I will have to I'm just going to figure that out when I go into post production to before I share the video. So that's my headache to deal with later. Okay, so now we are awakening you to receive this message. So get a drink, a coffee, a water, a tea, a juice, a smoothie, a snack, or nothing at all. Kick your feet back and let's get comfortable and receive your message. So first is your light language transcription. Okay. And now your oracle message is number 42. When you are neither here nor there. Number 42, when you are neither here nor there. Okay, so the first thing that I got is I noticed the number 42, and we are in a year 2024. So we're in a year 24, and this is the number 42. So and also with the image that I'm seeing here, okay, like these look like I'm getting like the chakra bodies and the duality. So it's like this Pluto in Aquarius season is awakening you to the awareness of how your duality dances within each of your energy centers. It's like 2442. It's like 2442, mirror images. It's like you're seeing the mirror images within yourself in relation to your relationships and in relation to the people around you. Okay, so that's the first message that I got. Okay, so awaken with this oracle message. The essential meaning of this card is this is a period of time between what was and what you are moving towards. Not quite there yet, being present for every step of the journey. This is a wondrous place to explore, for this is where you get to reconsider your past, choosing to see it as sacred and beautiful and not something to discard or run away from. If you can bless all that has brought you right here, right now, you will see your time between worlds will not be long at all. Now is the time to release and cut any cords to old thinking and let go of old stories and unfinished business niggling at you. Now is the time to consider an inventory to make sure you are not bringing any old baggage forward on the next new journey with you. Most important, look at how far you have come. You are an extraordinary being of light, blessed by the universe here on purpose. Trust your dreams and desires are sacred. They matter, and in the perfect form, they will arise to greet you on the other side of the in-between, where you may sometimes feel you're neither here nor there. Bring yourself to this moment and make effective use of it. Bless your life, and you have everything to gain on this adventure. That is such a beautiful way to awaken our energy bodies to receive this very powerful transmission that's going to completely revolutionize your life and have you tap into your highest potential. All right, so we're going to start with Earth. You're going to receive your energy activation in 3, 2, 1, now. All right, Earth signs, welcome to your part of the reading. All right, wow. Okay, so for you, Earth signs, you get number 5. Let your dreams be woven true. So over the next 3 to 6 months, you are being asked to focus your energy on um ah, look at that. I created an easel. How cute. Look at me. So smart. Okay. So, number 5 for you, earth signs. Over the next several months, you're being asked to create, bring your dreams into the waking world. The essential meaning of this card is the card of the dream weavers, co-creation, partnership with divine powers, trusting your dreams will be in alignment with your soul's destiny, and surrendering your will to a higher power. This is a message that you are never alone. Hard work and effort, striving, ambition, focus, imagination, and desire are all parts of reality creation. Yet you must remember that you are in partnership with your higher power. And so, to be an empowered co creator and work your magic in the world, you need to trust that there are divine forces at work on your behalf. Listen to the stories in your mind and heart and reflect them in the outer world. This is also a reminder that there are things you cannot change and control. Yet there are always threads you choose to weave into this fabric of life based on the electric force within you. You dance between surrender and creation, fueled by your inspired dreams and intentions. During this time is not the time to be pushing harder. Rather, allow things to organically take their course. Do your part, take your steps, and surrender the rest to the divine. Your job at this time is to know your why and hold space for the energy of your dream. By weaving the sacred of essence of your desire, aka by weaving the sacred essence of your desire, aka your why, the how is going to be revealed. Weave and let go. Weave and let go. Weave and let go. Let your dreams be woven true, and like magic, things will seem to work out even when you're not concentrating on the pattern. Wow. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh my goddess. Wow. I've got chills. That is an incredible message. So, during this Pluto in Aquarius time, you are going to be so inspired and so supported, and you are being asked to trust the process and take inspired action, but also give yourself permission to rest, to daydream, to visualize having completed it and revel in that energy of fulfillment. Okay, so let's get a card for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, so Taurus, your card for the next 33 days, whenever you get this reading, is the Hierophant, number 5, okay? Number 5, and I'm using the in-between tarot for this reading. And the Hierophant here is saying, look at this, there is a Holy Trinity here. It's like your masculine energy, your feminine energy, and your higher self working together as a unit, coming into sacred marriage within yourself of your mind, heart, body. As you come into this Holy Trinity within, you create that stability and that structure in your external environment, and that attracts another being who is in harmony in mind, heart, body to come and co-create and expand on the tapestry, expand on your dream. Relationships are meant to amplify our lives and add to our worth, add to our value, add to our dreams. So by coming into that inner standing of self and inner harmony of self, that divine union within self, that creates divine structures outside of self. Because the Hierophant card is about creating those very balanced and sacred and harmonized structures and discipline in your everyday life to nourish and take care of your mind, of your body, of your heart, of your creativity, of your money, of your connections. And then by doing that within, you are able to attract that in the external. But the Hierophant is usually about creating that within self and in the external environment, Taurus. Now we look at Virgo. Virgo, you get the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords here is in between the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. What I'm getting for you, Virgo, is taking time to step away from the mind. Okay, it's like the sword is down and this guy is out there in nature, breathing. I think those are birds, swallowtails, or doves behind him. I'm not really sure. So what I'm getting for you is like giving yourself permission to rest and receive at this time is going to be most beneficial and nurturing for the next 33 days. Putting down the thinking cap, putting down the doing, putting down the brilliant organizer and the perfectionist and the leader that you are. Just connecting back with that inner child of like, you know what? I'm not going to be responsible right now. I'm going to take some time out because I have done everything I can and I have used all my words and I have used all the energy I have. And now it's time for me to just breathe out, ground in nature, to perhaps take your shoes off and put your feet on the ground and just connect with your body, connect with nature, connect with yourself. Allow yourself to receive how far you have come. Yes, you've got a little bit of ways to go, right? Because you're at that page. You're between page and night. You're between, like, you've thought a lot about what you're going to do and the action steps. But right now, you're being asked to just take a pause and a time out and receive what the universe has for you because of all of the hard work you've done up to this point. Like you went through 0 through 10 and you got everything put together and organized. You packed your bags, you wrote the story, you recorded the music, you took care of your physical body, you cut off those toxic cycles and cords. Whatever it is you had to do, you did the thing. And right now, for this next part of your journey, it's about letting things come to you. And that's going to help you continue refining and strengthening your clarity and your truth that is the creation of your dreams, Virgo. I love that for you and for us. Okay, and then we get for Capricorn. For Capricorn, interesting. For Capricorn, we get the Page of Wands between the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Okay? So for Capricorn, what I'm seeing is there is a reunion happening within your consciousness of your masculine and feminine energies. It's like you're finally going to recognize that you are both masculine and feminine energy. And the feminine energy is like lighthearted and playful and has a lot of knowledge, because there's this feminine figure here with a graduation cap and just like she looks like she just graduated, she's celebrating. And then there's this masculine coming in dressed up in a suit with the light, ready to show her where to go next because she's like, I just finished this new adventure and I have all this information to share. The masculine's like, all right, well, I know where we're going to go and share all of this wonderful knowledge that you have, or all of these gifts, or all of this love, or all of this passion, or this big dream that you have. So during the next 33 days, your journey and your work is going to be around, throughout Pluto and Aquarius season for all these earth signs, for the next 3 to 6 months is about co-creating and bringing your dreams to life. But for the next 3 months, your focus, Capricorn, is harmonizing that masculine and feminine energy, learning how to listen to your intuition and learning how to take aligned action, learning how to give and receive of yourself to yourself, right? It's not all work and it's not all play. There has to be balance of both every day. Haha, that rhymed. That was cute. Okay, so that's the energy I have for you. It's like listen to your intuition at this time, okay? And honor when you need to rest, honor creativity and play. It was a big message that was coming out at the beginning of the year, and it's really vital for you, Capricorn, at this time to invite more play into your life, invite more rest, more receiving. That overall message was, you have to give more trust to the divine. And for you, Capricorn, it's really giving more trust to yourself as well and letting yourself appreciate how far you've come, and that, yes, you have a ways to go, but you don't have to figure it all out right now. It's okay to slow down and rest and play and appreciate how far you've come. Okay, so those are the messages for the earth signs. Thank you so much for being here. These messages resonate, go ahead and hit that like, comment, subscribe button. I love hearing from you, and may you have an empowering and transformative and loving Pluto in Aquarius season. Okay, now we are moving on to water. Welcome, water signs. How are you all doing? Okay, so little sip of water for me first. And now we're going to have you receive your energy transcription in 3, 2, hold on. Okay, there we go. Had to clear the field from the earth. All right, water signs. So you're going to receive your energy transcription in 3, 2, 1, now. All right, water signs. So now that you have been awakened and you have received your energy light language message, let us look at your oracle card. Oh, that's really cute. So you get the number 36. If a cat curls around the moon, why do I get like big time nap vibes? Big time nap vibes, right? Do you see that? Big time kitty nap vibes. Okay. So number 36, if a cat curls around the moon, the key message of this card is letting go of codependent relationships and learning the value of interdependence. Ooh, that's a big message. Water signs, let's read it further. So this is a sign to release yourself from your enmeshments, from your entanglements, from your unwanted obligations, and claim the freedom and independence to be your own person with healthy boundaries. If you've gone along just to get along or engaged in people pleasing, you might be concerned about the consequences of saying no. However, it is important to choose what feels right and true for you first. Celebrate your uniqueness. Choose to do things your way. Means you're doing anything and everything to end drama. It is healthy to have your own views and your own perspectives and still be engaged. Speak up, share your mind, be okay with learning from others who have different ideas. You don't have to agree, all you have to do is listen. As people, we need each other. We weren't built to live on our own, and now you are being wholly supported as a unique being, sovereign and interdependent, able to love and be loved and be yourself. No matter what is going on, step back from whatever is happening in your life and assess what you really want, how you really feel, and how you want to feel. This is the time to replace the sticky qualities of draining relationships with the healthy interdependence of empowered and loving connections. Woo! All right. So, water signs, that's a very clear message that this Pluto in Aquarius transit, I can't believe I almost said Capricorn. No, this Pluto in Aquarius transit is seeing you break the cycle of codependency and addiction. And I absolutely love that for all of you. All right, so let's get individual messages for the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for the next 33 days from whenever they receive this reading. Here's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There it is. All right, so Cancer, your message is the high. Woo, come on, little card. I know it's not an easel. You know, I know, I know. I hear it now. All right. So, number C, naughty. So, Cancer, you get the high priestess between the high priestess and the empress. Okay. So it's like you're just like going through this rebirth process where you're in between worlds. And I get that you're feeling very sensitive, very, very vulnerable, very up and down, like you're hot one minute and you're cold one next, you're happy one moment, you're sad the next, you're like full of energy one moment, and then you're exhausted the next moment. And this message here is to remind you to really be gentle at this time, because you are going through this big cycle of breaking cycles through this Pluto and Aquarius transit, which is going to be here for a good several months. And so start by being gentle with yourself, by treating yourself like a baby that's still in the womb, like you haven't even been born yet. You're not at the empress yet. You're hidden, you're covered from the world. You're just like there's all these butterflies surrounding you, your eyes are asleep, so I'm also getting for you, Cancer, at this time, really be gentle with yourself. Give yourself extra love, extra self-care, extra time outs, extra, no, thank you. I don't want to do X, Y, Z. Like that card was saying, what is it that you want? And give yourself that. Give yourself permission to receive that love and that compassion and that tenderness, that empress, mothering, loving energy that you give to everyone in your life, for the next 33 days. It's really vital that, and really throughout the whole Pluto and Aquarius season, give yourself permission to be gentle and loving and kind to yourself first, because you deserve that love that you give to everyone oh so freely. Okay, so that was your message, Cancer. Now let's look at Scorpio, excuse me. Okay. Scorpio, you get the Eight of Cups between the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So you are at this time making empowered choices to cut off relationships, emotional attachments to things, to habits, to patterns, to addictions, to anything, anything with an emotional attachment. I'm getting like a big message of like possessions, okay? Items in your home, books, movies, letters, CDs, clothes, okay? Food that's just been sitting in your pantry and you're just never going to eat it, but you don't want to get rid of it because, your neighbor made 30 jars of jam and you just don't want to hurt their feelings. They're not going to know. Donate it. Okay? If they ask, say, yeah, it went to a good place. And that's the truth, right? Truth is singular. Its versions are many. That's a version of your truth. So during the next 33 days, really hold yourself tenderly, because you're crossing the emotional waters of the past into the here now. And the here now is your Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups means being in love with yourself. Okay, loving yourself because you are surrounded by thoughts, habits, people, things, jobs, situations, whatever, you are surrounded by that which really brings you emotional fulfillment. And you are on this journey from going from then to the now. Okay, so be gentle with yourself as you are crossing the emotional currents. I feel inspired to say to you, Scorpio, that if you are having a really hard time navigating your emotions at this time, because I do see that this is a time of emotional intensity, feeling very isolated, very cut off, not really sure where you fit in and belong. I have a little video course with an accompanying PDF guide called the Emotional Mastery Toolkit, where I share with you a guided meditation on how to make friends with your allies so they can be with you on this journey, right? And you don't have to be alone. You can talk and have a healthy and start building a healthy relationship with your feelings. And then I also share with you a couple of guides, 3 very simple steps that you can practice every single day to create more quality relationship, quality emotional intelligence with yourself. All right. Scorpio. So the link to my online market for that course is in the description box below, darling. Okay, so now we're going to look at Pisces. Wow, Pisces. Woo. So, Pisces, you get the Queen of Coins between the Queen of Coins and the King of Coins. So, Pisces, for you, what I'm getting is you are really coming into a time of expanding your wealth and your resources. And I'm also seeing like an influx of money coming in for you. It's like you're going to get the house, the baby, the family, the money, the community. Like you're just like, the dream team to help you make your visions come to life. It's like you are really breaking free of any kind of mental bondage, and you're also breaking free from people that don't believe that you can have it all. Okay, like you can absolutely have a successful career and a successful, ooh, sexy, maybe some sexy time is coming in for you, right? Like some successful relationships is what I meant to say, but successful came out. So you're going to be coming into a time where you might be having a lot of juicy sex, and that could bring a baby and a family for you. You're gonna just feel you're going from queen to king, right? Queen is like, yeah, I'm feeling good, I'm starting to roll with it. King is like, I'm fucking building a legacy that's gonna feed generations. Okay, so you are transitioning through this Pluto and Aquarius transit into a time where you are anchoring your legacy, you are anchoring the wealth, you are anchoring stability for yourself and for your descendants. What a beautiful message for you. So make sure that you take time to appreciate all of the beauty that you have, right? Don't make sure that you take some time to just connect with your baby. If this is not a human baby, this could be a passion project, right? Your book that you're writing, your music album that you're recording, a new relationship, right? A new relationship that just started. It doesn't have to be a physical baby, but it does represent something new that's starting while you're working on building your legacies. So give yourself time to grow and let your team handle all the things, right? You've set up a pretty good system. So I'm also getting this message of really give yourself time, because you're in between queen and king, right? You've set up a system. Now let your minions go and do the work for you while you take care of this new baby, this new relationship, this new chapter, this new whatever is happening in your life. And then for the next 33 some days, and then you can go back to work and find that greater work life balance, right? But give yourself time to nurture this new connection that's coming into your life, and this new blossoming that's growing, right? That's going to bring a lot of emotional fulfillment, because when you have a baby, that's a commitment for life, right? So it's a lifetime commitment. So give yourself time, Pisces, to really connect with this beautiful new beginning that's happening in your life, that's going to bring so much emotional fulfillment, and you are well on your way to anchoring your legacy. So way to go, water sign of Pisces. All right, water sign. So that is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. If these messages resonate, go ahead and hit that like, comment, subscribe button down below. I love to hear from you, and it helps me grow. So with all of that said, we are now going to close water and open fire. Welcome, fire signs. Thank you so much for being here today. It is such a pleasure to be with you and to feel your energy. Wow, whew, that was a shift in energy in my body from water to fire signs. So we have awakened you to your You have awakened your energy and DNA to receive this light language transcript. So let's go ahead and have you receive your energy light language message in 3, 2, 1, now. All right, fire, that was your energy light language transcription directly to your consciousness. And now let's look at what the Dreamweaver's Oracle has to say for the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sag through the Pluto in Aquarius transit. Oh, number 19. Only weavers know the time. Only weavers know the time. Number 19. Okay, so before I look at the Oracle book, I immediately got a download. You are going to be very much in sync with your intuition during this Pluto in Aquarius transit. And you are being guided to really trust your intuition when it's time for you to take inspired action, and really honor that, like honor the call to inspired action as you get it. Don't sit on your laurels, don't sit and overthink it and masticate, don't sit there like a cow in the field chewing on it and overthinking it. Like, trust that ping, trust that intuition that's saying, okay, it's time to go and call that person or go to the store and get some apples. And you're like, why do I don't even want fucking apples right now. But trust that, okay? Go for a walk, call a friend over for tea, okay? Take a nap, take a bath, go on an overnight trip to a different city, an hour away from you. Whatever inspired action you are feeling through this Pluto and Aquarius transit, really trust that, because that is going to empower you and bring a lot of inspiration as well as support that you have been praying for into your life. Okay, so that's just a channel message that I got just from picking that up. Okay, so now let's read the oracle message and see if there's additional messages or if the messages parallel what I was intuiting. All right, so um, the essential meaning of this card is releasing timetables, trusting the timing, trust that there is all the time that you need in the world and in your timeline, and you have the power to expand time. Wow, okay. So sometimes you can get caught up in worrying that you're running out of time, that you might have missed the proverbial boat for success. Yet this is false. The universe does not operate in linear time. The dream weavers are always moving the threads of fate and destiny around on the cosmic loom for your benefit. Right now is the time to release your need to know the timing of things and trust that if you keep taking one step at a time, follow the signs that sparkle in the mystical threads of synchronicity and serendipity, you will be so much happier. Life is an adventure. So let go of your need to have things your way, when you want it, how you want it, the way you want it. The universe might have a way better idea of what you need. So stay curious and open. You are so blessed, and what is truly yours will never be withheld from you. Trust that it is all a matter of divine timing and that all is well. Beautiful. That just affirms what I was intuiting, to just take that inspired action when you feel it and to not waste any time thinking about it. So let's get some tarot cards for Aries, Leo, and Sag. I felt Aries as I was thinking Aries. Here's Leo. And here's Sag. Okay. Whoa, I flipped it over and I did not mean to do that. Excuse me. So, Aries, you get the strength, between the strength and the hermit. Okay, so what I'm getting for you at this time is that, Aries, you are going to realize that there is a lot of power in keeping certain things to yourself before they before sharing it with others. There is a power in starting and building either in the silence of your own creative studio or with just a very few people, instead of telling everybody anything, because you go from strength into the hermit, but then you go into the wheel of fortune, right? Because when you go within, you are able to protect what you are creating from the naysayers and the doubters. You're protecting this beautiful thing that you are creating, by by not letting bullshit get in there, right? You're focusing on all your energy on this beautiful thing that you're creating, whether it's a new habit, a new relationship, a new job, a new move, whatever it is. It's like your guidance is like move in silence, and that's going to give you even more courage and clarity, and it's going to really anchor wisdom within you. Okay, so during this next 33 days, whatever it is that you're feeling like the inspired action to take towards your big dreams and goals, only share it with the people that encourage, empower, or are a part of your vision and dream, or whatever it is that you're creating. And that is how you will learn the wisdom of discernment, of timing, of trusting your discernment, trusting divine timing. And then once you go through that, you go into the hermit stage where you really like bring it all together. And then poof, in the 10, much later down through later in a Pluto and Aquarius season, you'll start seeing the rewards coming in. Okay, but we're starting off Pluto and Aquarius season for you, or whenever you're getting this message, with it's time to just like build in silence and really strengthen that within yourself, and continue taking that aligned action as you are guided to, Aries. All right, now let's look at Leo. Okay, Leo, you get Queen of Wands between the Queen and the King of Wands. Okay, so for you, Leo, what I'm getting is during the next 33 days, from whenever you get this reading, your time is going to be best used taking aligned action for yourself, allowing yourself to receive, okay? Especially like receive dates for yourself. Okay, I had tea with a really beautiful friend last night, and she was telling me that she goes on art dates. And I've been an artist for over 10 years, and I have never thought of taking myself on an art date. And I thought it was just the most fabulous idea. And I was just like, wow, that's amazing. So for you, Leo, it's like the Wands talks about your creativity, your intuition, your inner voice, your inner nurturing, that spring, that first breath within you. And between Queen and King, it's like over the next 33 days, it's a time to really give to yourself and to receive, to allow yourself to receive by, taking that inspired action of like calling a friend over for tea and allowing yourself to receive that companionship, or going on a surprise trip with your beloved, and just allowing yourself to be nurtured and tended. And the time for sharing of your gifts will be coming, but later. Right now, it's a time to really just receive and strengthen more of your gifts, and allow yourself to grow within yourself and to be nourished by what you are creating for the world. Allow yourself to be nourished by your family and friends and close loved ones. All right, Leo, that's the message that I have for you. Now let's look at Sag. Okay, so Sag, you get the Four of Cups, between the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. And the first message that I got when I got this card is open up to love. Okay, Saggies, I get the sense that you're feeling a little disconnected, feeling a little sad, a little heartbroken, a little like, oh, things just haven't worked out for you the way you wanted to. But during the next 33 days, you might just be surprised. Okay, you might just be surprised, and something might just fall into your lap where you're just like, wow, I was not expecting this at all. I wasn't even thinking about this at all. I've just kind of been so focused on, my pain and my sadness, and I've kind of been like a little shut down and withdrawn. And this just kind of like has been in front of me the whole time, right? So it's like, turn and face yourself at this time. Don't go into that energy of 5 of just kind of feeling left out in the cold. Okay, it's like before you get into that energy of feeling left out in the cold, the universe is coming to you with a gift, okay? And so listening to that inner voice and listening and honoring your feelings, because cups is about emotion. So feeling your feelings at this time, okay? Feel where you feel disconnected at this time. Connect with water. That's going to be really supportive for you at this time. Connect with the water element. Allow yourself to, take baths, go to a hot springs, do some swimming, put your feet in a pool of water, take yourself on a pedicure, to give yourself that water through your feet. I did that a few weeks ago because I just really needed my feet to be in water, and that was the only place I could think of to get both a massage and my feet in water. It was absolutely glorious. That guy did an amazing job. He got a $40 tip. So Eight of Cups, hello, why did I say Eight of Cups? Yeah, Eight of Cups is talking about like leaving behind the heartache, leaving behind the loss, leaving behind the disappointment. Don't let yourself get jaded is the big message coming in, okay? Listen to that inner voice and keep your heart open to love, Sagittarius, all right? So those are the messages that I have for the fire signs, fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sag. Was I just talking about water for Saggies? I don't know what I was saying. I'm just going to trust that that was the channel message to come through. I'll listen to myself later and hopefully I make sense to all of you. And I apologize if I create a little confusion there, but trust that that message was exactly what it was meant to be. Okay, so with that, that concludes my reading for the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sag. Thank you so much for being here today. If these messages resonate, go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. It really helps me grow, and I love to hear from you, okay? So closing fire now and opening air. Welcome, air signs, to your reading. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. How wonderful to have you here and feel you here. Yeah, felt that shift in my vibration real field as I tap into the frequency of air. So let's start with you have received your awakened energy transcription. So make sure that you receive that first. And now that you have received that, let's go ahead and now that your DNA and energy field is awakened and ready to receive this message, let's go ahead and have you receive your elemental energy light language message in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so that was your energy light language message to you, air signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Now let's look at your oracle message. What do the Dream Weavers Oracle have to say to you? Number 29. All is calm upon the shores. Big message for you, air signs. Breathe it out, okay? This Pluto in Aquarius energy is big. It's so big, okay? It's so big. And we're in Aquarius season as I'm recording this, right? So you might just be feeling like a lot, like there's just so much movement in the air elemental, okay? So take time to breathe out, okay? Daily practice of breath awareness when you wake up and at the end of the day and in the middle of the day and whenever you need it throughout the day, but especially you're waking and pre-dreaming poles is going to really help you feel anchored and rooted, okay? I call them the poles because they're when you wake up pole and before you go to bed pole, and they're like the North Pole and the South Pole, okay? And when you have your North Pole and your South Pole, and then you have a daily practice in the evening of meditation, that's how you create a very balanced spiritual practice. And that's how I have cultivated balance in my spiritual practice for the last 10 years. I have a breath awareness practice that I do in the daytime or when I wake up. Before I talk to anybody, before I get on my phone, I do breath awareness, and then I have breath counting that I do, and then I have other things. But I do breath counting awareness when I wake up. And then in the evening time, I have meditation that I do that also starts with breath awareness. And then before bed, I also have a breath practice that I do, breath awareness, and then I count prayers, prayer mantra on my prayer beads, and breath at the same time. And that's how I close my day. So I have my North Pole, my rising pole, my equator, and then my moonrise pole. Okay, my South Pole. So that's how I'm able to stay balanced and anchored. And then throughout the rest of the day, whatever happens, all is well. So perhaps that's a practice that you can initiate where you have your rising pole, your pre-dreaming pole, and then you have your equator meditation practice in the middle of the day or in the evening time or whenever that happens for you. Okay. So you got air signs number 29, all is calm upon the shores. That was your intuitive channeled message. Now let's see what else the Oracle card may have to say about this. Okay, so the essential meaning of this card is a calm and centered sense of self, radical acceptance, peaceful interaction with others, and letting go of attachments. There are days when you know you have done all you can and surrendered your attachments to outcomes, trusting that things will turn out the way they will. You do not have anything to prove anymore. When you reach this moment, you experience a kind of satisfaction and accomplishment that may not even have anything concrete or any real perceived success to it. You just know peace and serenity. Yet once you know the feeling, you can always return to it. The way to the calm inner shores is simple. Meditation and prayer, coupled with surrendering your wants and attachments to the will of the divine, plus being humble and grateful for what is in front of you. Okay. So, what are the 6 keys to be calm? Meditation and prayer. Meditation is listening, prayer is asking or doing, the work to receive. And then the other 2 keys are surrendering your wants and surrendering your attachments to the will of the divine. Okay. And then you have being humble and being grateful. Okay. One more time. Meditation and prayer. Meditation is listening to the body, listening to the divine. Prayer is asking, and then ask once and then do the work to prepare yourself to receive. Surrender your wants, surrender your attachments to the will of the divine. Be humble and be grateful. So let go of your need to control. Okay. Or change anything outside of yourself. That is the key. That is not a passive state, rather an action of choice, like radically accepting what you cannot change. The Serenity Prayer beautifully outlines this. God, Goddess, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And peace, if this is the state of knowing all is well, because all is always well. All right. Now, I'm also inspired to share with you air signs. I have a free course called Be Here Now, 5 Practical Steps to Cultivate Peace in the Here Now. If this is of interest to you, it is a free mini PDF guide, easily downloadable, and the link to my online market is in the description box in the link below for your easy access. All right. And I would love to hear from you if you download the course, what you think of it. Because I've had over 100 people download the course, and yet I've never heard from anyone about how they, like the course or not. Yet clearly people like it because it keeps being downloaded. So I would love to have some human words, because I am also in this human experience, and I also like appreciation and validation. So tell me what you think of what I create and what you like, so I can make more of that for you. Okay, so enough chitter chatter about what I have to offer and how awesome I am, because I know I'm awesome. And I also like hearing that I'm awesome. And, that's my Leo and Venus. It likes a little attention, a lot of attention. Okay, calm down, Leo and Venus, cheese woman. Okay, whew, coming back. ADHD, dimension. My mind is going into higher dimensions. The human ADHD taking me into different dimensions, coming back into the here now. Let's come back to the air reading. See, I'm in the air sign. It's like taking me everywhere. Good God. Whew. Let's do some breath. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Wow, air signs. I got really pulled into your energy there for a moment. And how exciting, and good golly. Yeah, breath work is going to be super supportive for you through the Pluto in Aquarius transit. And the rest of your life, really. Come on. Okay, so let's get individual tarot messages for Gemini. Here it is. Libra, I just felt, there it is. And Aquarius. Oh, shoot, did you see that? It flew out. Okay, so Gemini, you get the Four of Wands between the Four of Wands and the Five of Wands. So what I'm getting for you, Gemini, is pay attention to the mischief maker, okay? Geminis can be mischievous and very playful, but your caution right now is to make sure that you're not in that trickster energy too much, okay? Kind of like making a joke out of things, or not taking the things that need to be taken seriously. I hope that makes sense. It's like I'm getting the sense of like you're working on creating good habits and routines and structures for yourself, and then that part of you that's just part of the Gemini nature that wants to be a little um um cause a little ruckus, poke the bear energy, right? Don't distract yourself from doing what you need to get done. Like, absolutely make time for play. But there's this, there's like all these people, like I'm seeing like all these people like getting together, doing teamwork makes the dream work, coming together in harmony. And then there's this little fucker who wants to fuck around, and you're like, yo, like, we need to get this teepee up because we've got a show tonight. And he's like, yeah, but I want to juggle some balls right now. Okay. And it's like, can we juggle the balls after we like build this teepee so that we don't get rained on? And, these people are coming and they've paid good money for a show, but you're just sitting here fucking around. So just be mindful of that energy of wanting, of escapism. Okay, there's that keyword of escapism. Okay, be mindful of escapism. Be mindful of overindulgence for the next 33 days. If you're feeling overwhelmed, that's another phase of unworthiness. Okay, so sit with what's coming up within you that wants to make a joke out of it, or make it a game, or make it like, oh, it's not that serious, when you deep down know that this is actually like big boy big girl time, but you kind of just want to escape from it. So sit with the discomfort, or if sitting is uncomfortable, move your body. Okay, either sit in silence and breathe out, or put on some music and just stomp it out, head bang, shake your booty, twerk your ass, whatever you need to, roll around, do the wiggles, loll your tongue out and shake your head, and just like blah, 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 make noise, whatever you need to, just like shake that energy out, and then sit with the emotion underneath that trickster energy to figure out what is preventing you from just trusting that you can do this, and that everything is okay. All right, so just be mindful of that energy, Gemini. All right, next up we have Libra. Ooh, Libra. We have Libra, Two of Cups, between the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. So for you at this time, I'm seeing growth in your emotional fulfillment. It's like the Two of Cups is coming into self-love, and then Three of Cups is sharing of that love with someone outside of you, or something outside of you, right? So it's like, but I'm really seeing like this is in your relationship. Of course, Libra is all about relationships. And Pluto in Aquarius is going to really inspire you to strengthen your connections and your relationships. It's going to be a time that's going to make you want to cultivate quality over quantity relationships, because Libra can be a bit of a party sign, in the sense of like they love having people around. They are literally fed by energy, and yet you could still be an introverted Libra, but Librans, they really thrive in connection with others. But Pluto in Aquarius is going to make you want to focus on quality over quantity connections, right? And it's going to feel like a new chapter for you. So relationships are highlighted, but of course this could apply to a passion project, a new job, a new relationship, with another person. But there's definitely like emotional fulfillment expansion happening with something, and or both, someone outside of you during this time. So allow yourself to receive this growth, this newness that is coming in for you over the next 33 days. And you're going to be growing that through the Pluto in Aquarius season. Okay, you're going to be growing your intimate relationships because you're moving from 2 to 3. You're not even at that king rank, but you're at that. You've already done the 1 where you awaken to the fact that you are loved. You've done the 2 where you come into loving yourself, your duality, and now you're starting to create more harmonious relationships with others. All right, so that is the energy for Libra. And now let's look at Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, wow, this is incredible. You have the Hermit card between the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. So over the next 33 days, well, through this Aquarius season, you're really coming into, or through this Pluto and Aquarius season, you are really stepping into a brand new cycle where you are turning destiny and fate into your hand. You are taking life into your hands and you're realizing that you create your own fate. Okay. Destiny is, something that you have chosen before you you are born into the human experience, but you are not bound to destiny. Okay, because you are still at free will. So destiny is a potential for you, but fate is when you take matters into your own hands and you act upon the power of your free will to turn the wheel of life into your favor, to make certain destiny happen. Like we are destined to meet certain people. We are destined to have certain experiences in our life. Yet how we choose to engage with those people and those situations that show up in our life is what creates our fate, is what creates our story. And so for you, Aquarius, for the next 33 days and through the Aquarius, Plutonian Aquarius transit, you are, but especially over the next 33 days, you are shifting out of being internal to shifting into being external. You are realizing that you can't just sit and think about it. You can't just sit and meditate. You can't just sit and study your entire life. You can't just sit and be with yourself. If you want to have a big, abundant, thriving life, you need one other, because the 10 is 1 and 0. It's 2. So you're like coming out of this period of deep reflection and introspection that you've been in for perhaps quite some time, because this is a huge cycle that we are entering and starting now. You're coming out of this big cycle from the 9, from being the hermit, from being reclusive, from being a super introverted, from being hibernating, to okay, now it's time to make some changes, make some decisions, start some relationships, start some new beginnings. From 9 to 1 and 0. 1 decision, 0 the void. What is possible? What is potential? I am possible. It's not impossible, it's I am possible. I am possible. All is possible. And I just have to use the power of my free will and use my wisdom from, this very long cycle of, gestating and being in the womb. And 9 is the symbol of creation. 9 is the number of gestation, excuse me. 9 is the number of gestation, and then 10 is birth. 7 is creation, excuse me. So you've been gestating and you've been gleaning knowledge and you've been studying and you've been doing your soul work. And now it's time for you to write that book, write an album, start a new relationship, have a baby, move to a new city, have a new job, all of the above. Why the hell not? You can have it, you believe it, and you can achieve it. Okay. But you got to take action until you are coming out of this period of being internal and shifting into a time where you're going to be a lot more external and a lot more active. You're going to be creating with life rather than being a witness, being I'm just going to see what happens. It's like, no, I'm making it happen for me, baby. That's the energy that you're shifting into. Okay, Aquarius. So those are the messages that I have for the air signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius, and Libra and Gemini as well. If these messages resonate with you, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and a comment down below. I love to hear from you, and it also helps me grow. So with that said, I'm closing the air signs. And now I'm going to share with you the final message of this reading, which is the harmonize. Now that you have been awakened to receive this energy, you have received your individual elemental light language and oracle message, and then you also received a smaller message for your individual sign. Now we are going to integrate, harmonize, and seal this entire reading and energy transcription for you in your DNA through your energy bodies, mind, heart, body, spirit, and soul, through all timelines, lineages, dimensions, forward, backward, above, below, within, without, and all around, sealing this in for your highest and best good and excellence in this here now in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and now that you have received that energetic transcription, now let's close your reading with the oracle message from the Dreamweavers Oracle. What do they have to say? They have the number 17, even wisdom needs to rest. I love that we are closing and integrating and sealing this beautiful message with both the whale medicine and the rest card. Okay, so whales are very, very, very near and dear to my heart. I have been sitting with the whale medicine, my very first medicine drum that was gifted to me by a Lakota medicine woman, was a baby medicine drum with a whale on it. And she gave me a water song, and she also invited me to a sweat lodge where I would receive my native name from the elder grandmothers there. So the whales are very dear to my heart. And the whales talk about allowing yourself to go into that space of deep theta rest and trust the medicine of the water of surrender, of pause to nourish the soul, you know, in the depths of our consciousness, in the silence of our dream state, in the nourishment of rest, is when we fully integrate all of the wonderful things that we do in our waking state, and we're able to strengthen and restore to continue showing up for all that we dream and desire. Number 17 is the number 1 of the power of the I am, and 7, the power of creation. 1 and 7 brings an 8. 8 is the number of abundance, of flow, of infinity, of seasons and cycles. So by allowing yourself to trust in the process, you're able to stay connected and tapped into the flow of abundance, and know when it's time to be up, to work and play, and when it's time to be down, to rest and receive. So number 17, this is the closing message for all signs, says, even wisdom needs to rest. And the key essential meaning of this card is giving yourself time to slow down and dream, allowing ideas to form without forward movement, a necessary natural cycle of downtime. Sometimes you are exposed to so much information, it overwhelms you. You are not able to translate that knowledge into wisdom because you do not find time for integration. Life is busy, and you may be used to moving through life scores at a fast pace. You might even be at a time in your life when you're working so hard to achieve your goals, you think that you're not allowed to take a break. This is not true, dear one. This card is a reminder that you need to let go of the badge of busy, 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 busy. Make sure you take time to slow down and integrate the knowledge that you gain every single day. You will not be able to receive the wisdom of your past and present here now experiences if you do not pause and process. Take your eyes off your to-do list and goals. Relax. Know that resting is essential to integrate the information that you need to thrive. Remember to make time for dreaming, for downtime, for slowing your pace and taking things off a plate. Schedule some time to do nothing. Make sure to take time at least once a month to have a day off to do absolutely nothing and even plan a vacation. It is not about non-action, but rather know that through rest and dreaming, you can receive the most astounding revelations. Trust the process and remember, even wisdom needs to rest. Wow, that is so beautiful, my beloved ones. What a beautiful way to close our reading today. Thank you so very much for being here. I am so deeply grateful for your presence in my life, in this world. I am so excited to be experiencing this Pluto in Aquarius transit with all of you because this is our time. This is our revolution, baby. I am the revolution and you are the revolution. And by each breath and every choice and every action we take, we birth and create and co-create our future, whether we realize the consequences of our choices and actions now or not. We are always together in this human experience, co-creating this beautiful life together with the divine. So thank you so very much for being here today. I'm so blessed to receive you. And I am now closing this reading with so much love and gratitude for every single one who has been here today. Again, if any of these messages resonate with you, I would love to hear from you. Go ahead and support me with a like, a comment, a subscribe. If you're inspired and want to donate and support my channel monetarily, I am deeply grateful for all of your cash and donations and energy exchange in that way. And I'm sending you so much love and blessings for an empowering, a nourishing, a prosperous, a thriving, a loving, a peaceful, a balanced, and joyful Pluto in Aquarius transit. Until we meet again, I am now closing the circle. Thank you so much to all the guides who have been here, offering your presence, witness, guidance, love, and wisdoms. Until we meet again, beloved ones, bye for now.